look fabulous.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
This isn't just the coffee. You must work out. You keep yourself in shape, obviously.
I do. I like to... When I'm at home, I like to swim. One of my treats to myself is a little pool at home.
Wow, lovely.
And I do a little bit of weights.
Do you... I hear... someone told me you walk around naked at home all the time. Is this correct?
Who told you that?
Your postman.
It's a postwoman.
So it was a man. No. So this is what I heard. This is a rumour going around about you.
This is some vegan nonsense.
OK, we should point out, Sir Ben can use that accent.
I can.
Because of your legacy.
Will. No, but I'll do other accents too. That's not a legacy, is it? I'll do others.
Well, you can do as much as you want. But if you do one from another country, often people think that that's being...
Oh, that's Yorkshire.
Yeah.
That's another country. Because I was born in Scarborough, you see.
But you live down here now, I guess, do you? You're London-based now?
No, I live in Oxfordshire.
Oh, good Lord. There's no way you're from Oxfordshire.
Yes, they are.
Because people from Oxfordshire don't whoop their own town, right?
They know how to live. Wow, yeah.
It's a crazy place?
Crazy place,
Wow.
where I lived, yeah.
What's a big night out in Oxfordshire?
I know. Oh, last night was amazing because we had a power outage, which is very unusual.
Say no more. That sounds incredible.
It was amazing.
Already,
Amazing. That was a high spot of the evening. And I decided, because I lit the candles, lit the fire, and sipping a whiskey, and Darren, my gardener, who's probably watching, came around for a whiskey, and he really looked quite ashen. I said, Darren, what is it? What is it? And he'd spent 2 weeks with his seedlings in the greenhouse.
Is this a sexual euphemism?
No, let me finish. It gets better and it gets heroic. He all these wonderful little seedlings, in a power outage, the electric fan heater goes off in your greenhouse, they die.
In this
That's
weather?
Weeks and weeks of work, they die. So I dragged myself away from my whiskey, my fire and my candles, and with Darren at midnight, lugging this great big gas heater to put it into his greenhouse and lighting it, but we saved the seedlings.
Save some seedlings. Save the seedlings. Can I just check, are you and Darren partners? Is this like a civil partnership? Or
Not a civil partnership, no. We work together.
Just friends, then?
He does the fine work and he allows me to do the bonfire and the hacking and, the heavy, the boring stuff. He does the creative stuff.
So you obviously enjoy, gardening,
I love gardening, I love cooking.
And you cook naked, is that right? This is what
I
I've heard.
do not. Where did this come from?
Well, someone told me this, and I thought it makes...
Someone?
Well, it makes sense. No,
because... Doesn't make any sense at all.
But
just because I did a film wearing a large nappy, there's no need to nag me about it.
This is not a Gandhi hangover. OK, let's talk about Gandhi. Let's talk about Gandhi. Because he seems like a very nice man. And you brought it up. What an incredible performance. I hope that the younger people watching have seen this. I know all of the older people will have seen it. What a remarkable performance, and a kind of a career-changing one for you,
It's shown in schools, so thank goodness all the young people do know about
They will have seen.
Yeah.
And you were actually, despite, the way you look there, you were a young man when you got that role. You were under 40, weren't you?
Yeah, 36, 37.
Wow. And there was some controversy about you getting the part initially, wasn't there?
I don't know about any controversy. There were questions in Parliament.
I'm getting a bit uncomfortable now, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. Here's the reason why. But Sir Ben was OK to play this part, because it wasn't... Because your birth name is Krishna Banji.
That's right, but that is a really strange name, because Krishna is a Hindu name and Banji is a Muslim name. So that actually, as a name in the Indian subcontinent, doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
And your father was the Indian side?
My father was the Indian side, and my mother was the half Russian Jewish side. Wow. So Russian Jewish, a bit of English, and Gujarati, Ismaili Koja.
And do you speak any Gujarati?
That was Gujarati. I was just talking.
That's not Gujarati.
If I do it quick enough, it's convincing. And I move my head from side to side.
There's the fan base right there. Do you take much of the personality away with you? I mean, when you finished Gandhi, what did you have of Gandhi left in you when you'd finished that adventure with?
There are roles that do stick to the inside of your rib cage. They become part of you, or they awaken a part of you that's dormant, even if it's a violent role, like Sexy Beast. It awoke in me a part that I didn't realise was there. There is that rage in all of us.
Yeah.
And you tap into it, and there he is!
Yeah.
You tap into aspects of yourself, which is an extraordinary adventure. Whether or not they stay with you, I don't know. I think they're already there, you wake them up.
Whenever I spend some time with you, whenever I'm near you, I always notice, and I'm always struck by your use of language. You obviously love language. You obviously adore using it, and you seem to like the structure of it. I was at a Pride of Britain Award with Sir Ben a couple of years back, and you made a speech on stage which was eloquent and lovely, and it was memorable, although I have forgotten it. But at the time it was... But I remember thinking, wow, I wish I could remember that speech, because it was such a wonderful speech, and I'm assuming you wrote that yourself. This is something you had before you acted, or it's grown out of your love of words from your roles?
I think that the role of an actor, if this doesn't sound too pompous, has given me a place to stand from which I can be heard, because, frankly, as a child, I was pretty well ignored by my parents. It was a very strange household, and one had to desperately audition for one's love. It was a struggle to be seen and heard, and maybe that suppressed scream or language or whatever was released when I became an actor. I'm far more articulate through other characters.
And there's a beauty in language, even kind of like, you know, rougher language or kind of cruder language. Like when you play Don Logan, we're talking about Sexy Beast, of course. The way he speaks, there's a kind of a poetry in that even, isn't there?
Well, that script was beautiful because it read like Shakespeare. It was dramatic poetry at its best. The rhythms of that language were unaltered by Ray and I can remember that there were a block of 13 no's, followed by a block of 8 no's. I can still remember that. No, 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 no. I can remember the blocks of no's and how beautifully they were laid out on the page, and I never deviated from that script. It was a perfectly written
When you first saw it, though, did you think maybe the printer was broken, or you knew that was...
I read it saying, there you are. That was my reaction.
Yeah.
There you are. Wonderful.
And what a part to get, though. You know, you must know when you have a part like that, you must know that there's a chance there that you're going to create something special.
It was a beautifully written part, yeah.
Do you ever... Are you at all kind of, like, critical of the way language is evolving, the way it's changing, the way people use it now?
I'm sorry to say that I am, and I worry sometimes that all the choices that we have at our fingertips linguistically are shrinking. We use one collective noun now for everything. One word instead of a galaxy of beautiful words.
Although there are new words appearing all the time.
I know there are.
I mean, do you like text words, for example?
No.
Do you ever use... You don't know
I'm sorry, I don't.
Have you never typed, I am lolling?
No.
No? Have you ever...
I had to ask somebody what lol meant.
Have you ever waffled?
No.
Do you know what waffling is?
No, I don't.
Well, how do you know? You haven't done it.
Well, that's true.
Well, that's the weird thing. Those acronyms have become words in themselves now.
Yeah, they have.
But that's the way language has always evolved.
Sure, sure.
I have here a short extract from one of the most famous speeches from Shakespeare, from Richard III. Now is the winter, blah-de-blah-de-blah.
Yes?
And I have a modern version written by the kids, which is on the street.
Is it all right if I stick my finger?
No, I'm going to ask you to read that, and then I'm going to ask you to try and enter into this one with the same amount of gusto and see if you like the new rhythms.
May I try this?
Please do. Sir Ben Kingsley.
Richard III. What happened? Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this son of York. And all the clouds that lowered upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean, buried. Now are our brows bound up with victorious wreaths, our bruised arms hung up for monuments.
That's what it is. Beautiful. 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 If you haven't seen it, go and see that play. OK, now this is a modern version. Same sentiment, slightly with new words. See if you can get your tongue around these new words. Same speech. New writers.
Now, my father throws it on, thanks to our man King Edward the Fourth. All them bad things that were going on with the York family have vanished and turned pung. Now we're just reaching our heads.
think I prefer that one.
I don't think you gave that a chance.
I did.
You didn't give that a chance.
I gave it my best shot.
You didn't, because this is now all of my fam's bare troubles are done. Thanks to my man, then, King Edward IV, in it, all them bad things that were going to murk the York family have vanished and turned pens.
You're at home with this.
Now we dance the wreaths of victory on our heads. See? It's equally valid. You ruined my speech.
Oh. No, you did it beautifully.
I didn't realise that you had, early in your career, you had performed in musicals as well, and that you sung on stage, and that you have composed as well for musicals. I didn't know about this side of you at all. Do you still do that? Do you still dabble in music? Do you still compose or sing?
I think I use my musical ear to try and catch the rhythm of a character, but I don't often publicly sing anymore.
And yet the musical you years ago, I believe it was called, is it Smashing Time or Smashing
Day?
Smashing Day. And this was in the late 60s?
Yes.
And Brian Epstein was involved in producing. And didn't the Beatles, they saw potential?
They had a word with me after the show. They said, you know, you ought to meet our recording manager and have a go, give it a go. And I did. I met this terrifying man behind this massive desk and clouds of cigar smoke who said, I want to mould you. I'm going to mould you into a star, a rock star. And I ran out of the room, terrified, and became an actor instead.
Do you ever regret that, though?
No, I don't. I don't regret it.
Let's talk about your next movie, because the big movie that Ben is going to be in coming up, it's about 3 weeks' time, is Iron Man 3. OK? I've been looking forward to this. And... he plays the big villain. Iron Man has a big villain. You'll play the Mandarin, but he isn't a Chinese character. In the comic books, he was Chinese. You guys haven't gone with him as a Chinese person, have you?
No, he uses Oriental iconography and Western iconography. His costume and his voice is very hard to pin down and determine. His voice is American, but that's particularly disconcerting for the audience he's attacking, because they hear a homegrown voice. But using language and words that are utterly alien to their culture and to their belief system. So it's a clever device. But he's not Chinese, no, and I will not do my Chinese accent because it's very bad.
Okay. Well, all of your accents tonight have been terrible. Who do you base him on, though? Is there someone that you can base, if you're playing a character as unusual as that, and you're playing someone, obviously, who needs to be grounded in some sort of reality?
I think the reality I grounded him in was his sense of righteousness. What we don't realise about the enemy sometimes is that they feel a sense of rightness and righteousness. Every gesture they make, everything they do and say is imbued with this calm, still righteousness, which will allow them to strap bombs to themselves, to go into public buildings and detonate a vehicle, to manufacture improvised explosive devices. And they do it with an unswerving sense of right, as if they've had some operation that removes something from the brain that questions things. And it's that I hung on to as the Mandarin. And his rings. He has 10 rings.
He has these power rings, doesn't he? But that's what's interesting about him, what you've just said there, of course, because I think in fiction, certainly, the most interesting villainous characters are those who don't believe they're doing something wrong.
Totally believe that they're setting the world to rights. They're creating a universe around them in which they can function, and it's often chaotic.
Iron Man 3, April the 26th. There'll probably be snow on the ground, but it'll be a great night out. OK, earlier on we mentioned that Sir Ben might sing a little bit for us, and you've agreed. You've agreed to give us a little burst of something.
Oh, all right.
Whether you like it or not, you've agreed.
Well, only if I may please sing it for and about and to my wife, who's not here but will be watching, and dedicated to my 4 kids, Thomas, Jasmine, Edmund and Ferdinand.
Well,
would that be OK?
That would be OK, but I now feel that would be lovely. I'm now feeling that when you go back home, you're going to be facing a very pissed-off gardener. That's all.
I'm sorry.
Don't even get a name check?
I'm sorry. He's got to toughen up.
OK, what song have we arranged for you to sing? What song have we got lined up upstairs?
My son, Edmund, was married recently, and I've acquired the most wonderful daughter-in-law. And part of their wedding service was this song that Louis Armstrong made famous, called It's a Wonderful World, and we all sang it together at the wedding, and that's why I want to sing it to bless them in their new marriage.
Well, that's a treat for us as well, but what a lovely sentiment. Will you join me in saying thank you to just a splendid man to spend some time with, Sir Ben Kingsley, ladies and gentlemen. OK, so I'm going to give you this.
Oh, my God. It's really going to happen.
Thank you.
It's really going to happen,
It's
yeah?
really going to happen. It's happening now, whether you like it or not. It's a lovely thing.
Go ahead.
OK, so when you're ready, let's bring the music in.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright shiny days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Sir Ben Kingsley, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Sir Ben Kingsley, thank you so much.